Hey guys, welcome to my eyebrow tutorial. Today we're just going to be doing just a simple natural looking eyebrow look with some concealer. I'll walk you through the steps on how to excuse me, on how to get your brows to look like mine if that's the look that you're going for, or maybe I can kind of guide you to the look you're going for. I simply just use a eyebrow stick with both brushes at the end, one to help fill in the eyebrows and one to kind of brush out the hair. And I use wet sealed, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in the description, but I use a wet sealed pencil, dark brown preferably, to start my eyebrows off. And I like to kind of hit the corners and before I start to shade it in, just in case it's not starting to look the way that I want. I definitely want to make sure that it doesn't start off bad. So once you pretty much have all that intact, you go ahead and you do what I'm doing now, which is pretty much starting the eyebrow, filling it in slowly but surely, because in the video it is sped up, but I really did take my time. Just trying to make the video, go a bit quicker. I don't want it to be long, kind of want it to be a little bit shorter, but slow enough for you to catch on to what I'm doing. Now, once you do have it filled in, make sure that you don't have any spots or whatsoever, and make sure that the shape is what you want. If you don't plan on using any concealer, this is definitely another way that you can just go ahead and head out. Some people believe that you need the concealer to clean up, which it does help. But if you take your time and you use these steps that I just did, you don't even need the cleaner upper. You can just go and have some natural looking eyebrows. Now, what I'm pretty much doing now is going over it with a dark wet and sealed pencil. I love the look that it gives you because it gives you like this shiny look where it's not too much, but it looks natural. Well, I like to feel and assume that it looks natural for me. I take the pencil and I kind of just like go over the top the with the brush instead of just applying the pencil directly on, because you want to be careful, especially since it's black. You don't want your eyebrows to be too black or look like you have permanent marker on them. So definitely be careful with that black. You don't want to overdo it, and just pretty much go over it, shape it up, make sure it looks like the way that you want it to look. And if it is, then you're ready to go. And if you're one of those who absolutely must do concealer to clean it up, or even you're planning on doing a full face, oh, I can't even talk, a full face makeup, which is perfectly fine, then you can do that as well. So normally my looks on my eyebrows depend on my lashes. If I'm gonna wear lashes, especially since I have none, so that means I would go for more of a natural look. But if I do plan on putting on lashes, whether it's a natural looking one or a dramatic looking one, then my eyebrows play a part because they may be more thicker or more thinner. Um, as far as being slim and the shape and whatnot, you get the picture. So all that depends on the look that I'm going for that day. Today I'm kind of going for like a dramatic eyelash look, so I definitely don't want them to be too small. You gotta go big everything. So if you're gonna go big lashes, you might as well make sure that those eyebrows are nice and full. Once I have that, I pretty much just go ahead and grab my concealer. My concealer is just a regular e.l.f. concealer that I had. I normally use any brand. I'm not picky at all. I do like to order certain foundations from certain places. Don't get me wrong, like from MAC or Fenty. But I'm not against the drugstore makeups. Never been against them, and I'm definitely not against them now. I simply just take my concealer brush, my small concealer brush. If we're really being honest, a lot of my brushes are used for the same thing. But I just simply take that brush and I kind of like go over it, and I dab a small amount of that concealer and I go underneath the eye and only underneath the eyebrow, because some people like to go on top of it, which you can. I just like to have less work, and it's just not me. I mean, I'm not against it, but I just prefer to try to shape it up my best with the eyebrow pencil and brush, and then go underneath it with the concealer brush. Um, Once I do that and I make sure that it's, nice, good and blended, all I do is just go over it with the with the foundation. Of course, you definitely want to make sure that all makeup is your color. I don't see why someone wouldn't want to get something their color, but you definitely want to make sure your foundation is the right color. And once you're done with, ooh, excuse me, once you're done with the concealer, then you go ahead and you get that foundation to kind of go over it. It's so crazy because I remember years ago I could not do my eyebrows to save my life. And naturally, I don't really have as much eyebrows. Like right now, what you see is literally my eyebrows. All I do is just, remove the little 2 to 3 pieces of hairs that actually grow in the spots that I don't want. But honestly, I've always been insecure about them not being so full. So when I finally learned through YouTube, obviously, and I watched multiple videos because I was never able to find that one video to where it was broken down to me. So eventually, after watching different videos, I came to learn on my own, which was like the best thing ever. And it's definitely worth learning. It really is, especially if you love doing anything to your face, eyebrows, makeup, anything, eyeshadow, whatever it is. Definitely learn it. Look up the videos and learn them because it's definitely worth it. um what I did here was blend it in as much as I could with the excuse me, with the concealer. I got to get back on track here, guys. And then I went over it with the foundation, and right now I'm just kind of like trying to blend it in really good. I want to get that out the way before I actually start to do my actual makeup. Keep in mind, just like any other video that I post, I always let you know that sometimes when I'm done with the video, I might take a second glance and might notice something that, that didn't sit right with me and decided I wanted corrected. So if even while you're done watching the video and you feel like your eyebrows don't look right, I mean, try again. This is just my idea of how I want my eyebrows to look. Or you can do what I do when I'm not sure if I like something. Give it a test run. Like, do your eyebrows and go to your siblings or your parents, your husband, your boyfriend, whoever, and see if they have any kind of reaction to it and ask them for their honest opinion. And if they like it, I mean, it's a winner, right? But definitely make sure that it's what you want and how you want it to look. Because as you can see, I went back and I was filling in the corners because I noticed some spots that looked a bit light, so I wanted it to be of course darker in those areas. So I went into it with the pencil direct instead of putting the brush first, and then I kind of blended it through. So again, be careful with that black pencil, because you don't want that marker look. And if you put too much of it, you definitely will get that marker look, which you don't want. So just be careful, take your time, and your eyebrows will look exactly how you want them. No, no complications. But again, if this video was helpful, definitely check out my other videos, and I definitely look forward to doing a lot more. Thank you again, guys, for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel or like the video, either or. I'm gladly appreciative of. Bye.